We're here with no less than Robert Lopez, award-winning Oscar, Emmy, Tony, Grammy, and now you got a new nomination. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. We found out today we were nominated in a few categories for Grammy awards. So, which is always great because the Grammys are just the most fun concert, the most fun award show of all of them. So
And this is for Frozen.
For Frozen, yeah.
And you also were nominated or awardee of the Presidential Award for the Philippines.
Yes. And I wasn't able to go receive it, but my friend Leia Salonga was able to accept it on my behalf, and she just tweeted me a picture of the award, and I'm so excited and so grateful to have gotten that.
So when do you plan to go to the Philippines and visit?
Well, there's no plans right now, but it's definitely on my list of things to do. Right now we have young kids, and we're afraid that a long plane trip might be crazy for the family. But as soon as they're old enough, we're going to go and see everything and do everything.
And can you talk about your Philippine roots and how they influence you in your music writing?
Sure. Well, it's funny because I didn't know very much about Filipino-Americans because I was not really in the community of Filipino-Americans. My dad was part Filipino, my mom is not Filipino. So even though it was the thing that I identified as, I didn't really know a lot of Filipinos in New York City, and now I pretty much know them all. And I know how incredibly musically gifted they all are. There's so many Filipinos appearing in Broadway shows all across the city and all over the world. Filipinos in theater, musical theater. They just seem to be such a talented group, and I kind of feel like, that's obvious. That's obviously where I get it.
And I know you're doing Here Lies Love up here, and what else are you busy? Frozen musical?
I didn't do Here Lies Love.
Oh, okay.
That's a friend of mine. It's weird that my friend Alex, who's not Filipino, has done a Filipino musical with other non-Filipino writers, and I'm working with him on a show called Up Here, which is forthcoming this summer. But it's weird that I'm one of the only Filipino musical theater writers, and I didn't write Here Lies Love.
And how's Frozen musical going?
Going good. We just kind of got started, and we really haven't done very much on it yet. But we're going slowly with it. We want it to be great, not quick.
And when do you think it will appear or be shown?
I don't know. There's no way to tell, but it'll definitely be a few years.
Okay. And
they always take a few years.
Can you talk about your collaboration with your talented wife, Kristen?
Yes, it's great. I mean, when you work with your spouse, it really is the best. It can be the best experience in the world, as you probably know, right? Do you work with Ruben?
Oh yes.
Yeah, exactly. But there's times when you feel like, oh my gosh, when nothing is going right, there's no one to complain to about your day, because your day was spent with your spouse, so you can't go home and complain to your wife, honey, I had the worst day. Can you give me a back rub? But really, like we're so close. We spend all our time together. We have great skills for dealing with problems from our married life that we apply to our working life, and it all just makes the collaboration really spark.
And I know you were also involved in the fundraising for Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, and now there's another typhoon coming in the Philippines. Did you hear about that?
I heard about that today. I'm really scared.
Yeah. But how was the fundraising? How did it go?
It was great. I think they raised over $1 million, I think, for Typhoon Haiyan, and they all went. It was done by the Alvarezes, who are this great family, and they all live in the Philippines too. And I saw a video of them just distributing the funds and sending care. It was a great cause. I think a lot more needs to be done, but it was great to be involved.
So how much involvement are you now in the Filipino community ever since you won the Oscar?
I try to be as involved as I can be. I've been very busy with projects this year, but I really want to be involved because it's really important to me.
So do you get to eat Filipino food or
You
go
know,
to Filipino restaurants?
Yeah, I love Filipino food. I had it growing up all the time because my grandmother made the best.
What kind of food?
She made adobo and pancit and repollo and all kinds of great stuff.
Oh, okay. And are you familiar with some of the Filipino singers aside from Lea Salonga?
I got to meet Jessica Sanchez.
Oh.
We did
Yeah.
the benefit together. She sang "Let It Go," and I was able to play with her. I accompanied her on piano. It was a great experience. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Did you also bump into like Apple the App of Black Eyed Peas or
Oh, yeah.
Darren Criss?
Yes, I met him. Darren Criss is Filipino.
Yes.
I didn't know that. He's half.
Yes, and Vanessa Hudgens and Haley Steinfeld.
Vanessa is.
Yes.
I didn't know that. See?
So, this is a growing community now in the entertainment industry and among Filipinos. What can you say about that?
I just think it's great. When I was growing up, I didn't have much of a sense of Pinoy community, and now it seems like such a thing to be proud of. Everyone is owning it, and everyone is really powerful, and it's really exciting to be part of, and it's exciting to witness.
So, if you go back to the Philippines, what are the things you are looking forward to?
Well, I want to visit Manila. I want to see where my grandmother grew up. I want to see all the sites. I hear that the resort stuff is really happening over there. I want to stay in a resort and go to the beach and just enjoy the islands. I don't know much about the other islands, but I'd like to see them all. I guess you can't see them all, but I'd like to see more than one.
Yeah, 7,100
7,000.
islands. Okay, well, can you say something in Tagalog?
Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Yes. Thank you
I'm
very
bad.
much, Robert, for being with us.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Great.